Welcome to American Dream. I'm your host, Jillian Hewer, and today we're at the iconic Club Fugazi. Today's episode captures the spirit of innovation and passion that defines San Francisco. Are you ready to check it out? Let's go. Hi, everyone. I'm here with David Dower, executive producer of Dear San Francisco. You've mentioned Dear San Francisco and a love letter to the city. Can you tell me a little bit about that, what that means?
Sure. Actually, we take it very literally. We made the show because we love the city and we wanted to remind people how much they love the city as well. But in the middle of making it, it occurred to us we could have the audience write their own love letters to the city. And so not only is the whole show a love letter from us to the city, but the audience writes love letters on the way in, and 3 of them get read every night. So 3 of the postcards tonight will be read by someone who's written them, who's sitting in the room. And so they tell stories. They tell like funny stories about the city, favorite memories of the city. Many people write things that they're very grateful for to the city. The most common letter is actually the one that says something along the theme of, thank you to San Francisco. I found myself in this city because you saw me. And so this city helped me to become me is a theme of these letters.
Now, I've heard that Hunter Pence has written a letter.
Yes, in fact, Hunter Pence wrote a love letter for us before we even opened the show. We let people know what we were doing, and he sent in a letter. It will be read tonight as a prompt for the audience, so that they know what it is that we're asking them to do. And it's actually one of those letters about thank you for seeing me before I saw myself. He actually ends the letter by saying, you've got soul, you've got excitement, but most importantly, you accepted me before I accepted myself. Only love, your forever giant, Hunter Pence.
I'm here with Zoe, one of the performers here at Dear San Francisco. Welcome, Zoe. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell us some of the inspiration behind Dear San Francisco and what it means to you as a performer?
Yeah. So the show Dear San Francisco is essentially a love letter to the city of San Francisco and an ode to the amazing city. It's a really, really lovely show. It's super wholesome. It's super fun. We tell a story about the history of San Francisco and add in some little jokes about, how the city is now. And as a performer, it means a lot. Also, being someone who's not from the city, it's really powerful to see the audience, people who are from here and people who are not from here, just connect to the show and learn about how amazing this city is.
Club Fugazi has been an iconic venue in San Francisco for decades.
Yes,
Can you tell us a little bit about the history and how it came to host Dear San Francisco?
Sure. So the building, is important to note that the building was built as a gift to the Italian community of North Beach here in San Francisco. And it was given as a gift on the condition that the community would maintain this room as what John and Joanna Fugazi called a palace of culture. So it opened in 1914 with a focus on Italian touring artists. By 1950, it was also a place where the beat poets were reading. So Jack Kerouac and Allen Ginsberg, the whole list of them reading here. Then jazz came into the neighborhood, and so Thelonious Monk recorded Thelonious Alone in San Francisco on that stage. Rock came into the neighborhood. Janis Joplin played a high school prom here. The Grateful Dead had their first album release party here. Comedy came to North Beach, and Robin Williams was cutting his teeth on that stage. So it's had a very iconic history for 70 years. 1974, a little thing called Beach Blanket Babylon arrived. It stayed for 45 years, becoming the longest running musical parody in the history of the United States. Right in this room, 6 million people saw that show.
That gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So that's what we were trying to follow when we came in. The Beach Blanket closed December of 2019, and then right around the corner, of course, was March of 2020. And so the room was sitting dark. And so then we took it on in 2021. We opened Dear San Francisco in the fall of 2021, and we're now almost 1,000 performances into the show as we stand here in 2024.
David, how did the interpretation of sign language become a big part of the production with Dear San Francisco?
Oh, that's a hilarious story. So our menu, our food and beverage, comes from all the great providers in the neighborhood, and one of them is a chocolatier, top 10 chocolatiers in the world. And I was at the store with 2 women coming into the store talking about the show. And I said, oh, hey, that's Club Fugazi. I run Club Fugazi. And the woman said, I know. I've been to the show 100 times, and my daughter does sign language, and she'd love to join you if you need sign language interpretation, which we have needed since the beginning. When we opened, we did not have an interpreter. And so just because we were all at the truffle shop together, Heather Arena and Club Fugazi are now doing this project together.
If you haven't been here, I encourage you to come check it out. Whether you're a local or just a person here visiting, this is a show you don't want to forget. David, this show was amazing.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, too. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for watching. And yeah, come on in anytime, every time.